Welcome back, my adoring public, to more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 4, Pharaoh Fiasco here. And last episode, we got everybody all nice and together. And now, it's the 27th. 5 days to Operation Jormungand, touring West Erebonia 4. Alright, cool. Yup. We've got boatloads of characters, and we're going to be talking to every single one of them. So we are armed to the friggin' gills. Alright. So, is Gaius' Merkaba parked on board then? Must be. But yeah, the entire branch campus is now flying above Erebonia. And then some. 2F. Oh yeah, Jingo's here. We are fully stocked. Oh, Dorothy. All right. So this is what they've been doing this whole time. Oh, a hot spring's on board? Okay, well that works out. So, is there a 4th floor, or probably not, right? Okay, the bridge where the magic happens. There's Mueller and Shara. And that's his thing. Okay.
Despite being a new model of ship, the system you see here largely emulates that of the previous Courageous.
I mean, yeah, no need to fix what wasn't broken, right?
Our operations manual only covers the bare minimum. Should you find anything lacking, you'll have to figure it out as you go.
Understood. I'll make sure to pass it on to everyone else.
In total, it spans a length of 92 Arj, a considerable step up from the previous 74 Arj class.
So it's even bigger than its predecessor.
However, because the ship is so much bigger, you'll need to carefully watch the speed and engine output.
Ha! So she's a wild one, eh? Sounds to me like this girl's gonna need a bit more taming than the last one.
This terminal should give you complete command over all the ship's facilities and fire control systems. It comes equipped with anti-hacking measures, specially developed by Professors Albert and Erica Russell themselves.
Oh!
You mean Mom and Grandpa made it? We should have no problems then.
Yeah, dude.
Incredible. Every inch of equipment on this ship is state-of-the-art.
Uh-oh, you weren't supposed to say that, Kurt!
And that computer's one of the Epstein Foundation's next-generation models. Weren't they only just developed?
That's right. And its hull has the latest innovations in hydrodynamic engineering, courtesy of the Ruhr Institute of Technology.
So this was a really cosmopolitan affair.
Plus, it seems to be outfitted with ZCF's newest next-gen orbital engine, too.
It only gets more and more unbelievable every time I hear it.
Yeah, everybody put in on this.
Just how did you manage to construct a cutting-edge ship like this abroad in total secrecy, without anyone finding out?
As I stated earlier, there are a great deal of individuals who helped me make this happen. Such as Mr. Gwyn here, for instance.
Former RF Group Chairman Gwyn Reinford.
Mm-hmm. The story here goes all the way back to right after the Civil War. Considering the way it ended, His Highness decided to approach me for some advice. He had me prepare this ship for him, all in anticipation of the day when the Crimson Wings would be torn from the sky.
Okay, so Olivier was already having the Courageous 2 built.
So that's why.
Huh. I do remember His Highness mentioning something about you being his advisor.
Way back then. Still, for the construction site to be located on the Kingdom of Liberal's Valeria Lakeshore, and on top of an old Ouroboros secret base to boot, talk about a plot twist. Valeria Lake, the old Ouroboros base? That's where I think the Valeria Lake was when we first saw. It was either that facility where Annalise. No, that was in Le Mans. Oh God, it's been forever. I can't remember the Ouroboros op we did in Valeria. You're referring to the research facility that the Faceless constructed during the incident in Liberal. Oh, okay. Duvalie was just gonna tell us. I heard that after the dust settled, it was handed over to ZCF to manage. It does seem like Grandpa and the others used it for some kind of research. So not just Gwen, but Professor Schmidt pitched in, so not just Gwen and Professor Schmidt pitched in, but Professor Russell and Her Majesty Alicia too. Whereas Cassius and the Crown Princess were none the wiser. If you want to fool your enemies, you gotta fool your friends first, huh? Classic. As for funding, in addition to His Highness Olivert, Gwen and His Majesty Ugent also contributed from their personal holdings. Huh. So, even Gilead's best bud was helping out with the building of the Courageous too? But perhaps the most unexpected benefactors were Father and Marquis Ragnar. Indeed, quite a cunning play by those two. I imagine that keeping this from the Albareyas was all in the name of avoiding the eye of the Intelligence Division. Yes, the same with the Cayennes, right? And so the Third Wing was complete, and independent of the government and the Viceland Army. Of course, when I said we were preparing for our wings to be torn away, we only expected they would be commandeered by the government. To be perfectly frank, the thought that they would be physically torn apart never even crossed my mind. This isn't a laughing matter for the record. Indeed, just being alive is reason enough to give thanks to Aidios, even at the cost of a left eye. Your Highness. I hate to ask, but what's the prognosis? Well, he looks cooler this way, so I mean, unless they can pull a Shizuku. A full recovery doesn't seem to be in the cards, unfortunately. Well, Shizuku was just blind. But as a musician, I'm just grateful that my hands and ears made it through in one piece. I suppose I have them to thank for that, huh? So you owe your life to George's inner turmoil and the whims of that Phantom Thief, huh? So Phantom Thief B got them out of there in time, then. You have an unbreakable spirit, Your Highness. Don't sell yourself short. Are we going to flash back to what happened? Yes. Yes. After they said their goodbyes to us.
This is...
I underestimated them. Shara, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Ein. Looks like I messed up.
Goddess, please protect my daughter.
You have 15 seconds until the hull collapses.
Nice!
So before then, I will offer you one final wager. A gravitational barrier will appear on the bridge for exactly 24 seconds. Let's see if you can come back from this.
Yeah, no hesitation.
Ah! Aidios, help us! You gotta stay calm.
Get down and brace for impact!
Over there!
Damn! The gravitational barrier!
It's not gonna hold.
Don't give up just yet!
Wait, what? What's that supposed to accomplish? Thrusting my sword at it wouldn't have been the first thought to cross my mind, but apparently it helped out. Yeah.
Was I a moment too late? Nay, surely a flicker of hope yet remains. Can you still be plucked from the jaws of Gehenna? Show me just how far that luck of yours will take you, my dearest rival.
So he got them out of the wreckage after it already blew up? Or did the gravitational barrier protect us? Maybe... Well, we'll have to see. I still can't believe that our friend, the Phantom Thief, saved you all from the wreckage. Guess his parlor tricks are good for something, if that's what he used to spirit everyone away in one piece. No wonder they couldn't find so much as a single body. On top of that, he healed His Highness, the crew, and even the Viscount's grave wounds, didn't he? And that's right, I was injured too, but somehow I made it out relatively unscathed. When the Viscount jumped in to block the hole in the barrier, I couldn't even use my arts to help him. I'd never felt so worthless in my entire life. I'm sorry, Laura. I dropped the ball when it mattered most. Like I've told you, Toval, you have nothing to apologize for. Yeah, she's gotta be on cloud 9. Her dad's not dead. I'm just relieved you made it out alive. I'm sure Father shares my sentiment. Well, if you say so. I admit I thought Viscount Arcade more or less invincible. I was stunned speechless to see him in that state. But for him, losing his left arm means he'll just swing twice as hard with his right. Yeah, I'm sure he's right-handed, so. Power is but an extension of oneself, and what is a sword if not power wrought in steel? But ultimately, it's not the might of one's blade, but will and strength of spirit that decide the battle. Maybe that's something that Viscount Arcade said to Rean when they fought back in CS1? Okay, yeah, no, that was CS2. The words of his lordship from the Infernal Castle 2 years ago. So ridiculously cool. Okay, Edgelord. Given who we're talking about, I expect to only emerge stronger from the experience. If that's the case, this could well become the most difficult trial we've faced yet. I'm inclined to agree. It'd be prudent for us to account for every contingency. There's also the promise we made with Lloyd, Estelle, and the others. Oh, they're not here! True that. We can't let them best us! But what exactly is Rose up to? Sorry about my grandmother. She has a way of being evasive. I definitely was a little surprised by how sudden that all was. If it involves the rivalry, though, the only thing to do is go and check it out, right? There is a strange lack of bracers and SSS members. So where are they off to? Where'd they get spirited away? The previous evening, after Rean and the others had been shown around the Courageous 2, which they boarded at Prince Olivert's invitation, they began discussing what they needed to do now that the war would begin in less than a week. As they spoke, a message from a rather surprising party arrived at the conference room. Okay.
For those of you who have not yet had the honor, my name is Roselia Milstein.
And we've also got the partitioner too, Thomas Lysander.
I am the elder of Erebonia's Hexen clan. Emma and Vita are my disciples in the magical arts. It is a pleasure to finally meet you, Prince Olivert, as well as the storied children of Crossbell and Liberl.
How do you do? Until this moment, I'd only heard of you through rumor and legend. I've heard that you watched over the laying of Erebonia's foundation by Arnor I. Is that really true? Well, actually, that was my predecessor. It was Emperor Hector and Prince Drycles who I was best acquainted with 800 years ago. I cannot say the family resemblance is all that strong in you, but you definitely have a familiar fire in your heart. So, yeah, well, I guess we've seen Drycles from the back, and it seems like he has blue hair rather than blonde. It's quite an honor to hear you say so. I've heard about Roselia from Rean. 800 years old. Even seeing it with my own eyes, I can't quite believe it. I've heard a few things about those of you back there as well. Glowing tales from Ragnard and Zeit both. Of course you'd be acquainted with them. Wait, what? Ragnard? For real? We haven't seen Zeit since... We spoke shortly before they vanished. Even I have no idea of their whereabouts now, however. That's a shame. From the sound of it, Cassius doesn't know either. Ragnard, the ancient dragon, and Zeit, the divine wolf. Two of the beasts entrusted with overseeing the Septarians.
Indeed. Beings sent forth by Aidios, much like the holy beast of Earth.
The one that we had to fell.
Thomas Lysander, second dominion of the Gralsritter. Estelle, Lloyd, I've heard many a rumor about your respective endeavors. As for you, Your Highness, I don't think we've had the chance to talk since you were last at the main campus.
And to think that you, a history teacher, are a dominion of the Gralsritter. I must say, I was quite frustrated that I was unable to see what was really going on despite my ties to Kevin. I see. So I guess that means you heard about us from Kevin and Reese. And it sounds like you learned about us from Wazi, right? Right. We're having all of them operate outside of Erebonia at the present. They're out there resisting Ouroboros and their allies working towards the Great Twilight in secret. The 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th Anguis. It seems the enforcers who haven't come to Erebonia are also all out on operations. Looks like the intelligence division's been active in other countries too, making some pretty serious moves. The Red Constellation's main regiment and the War God too. So Uncle Sigmund is finally on the move. Yes, Arios and Rishia are responding to their actions. It's the same with Noel, Chief Sergei, and Dudley, isn't it? I hope they're all okay. To be honest, things are looking fairly grim. So much so that the Papal Guard has begun to act on its own and is cooperating with Operation Meal Mirage. I suspected as much. Now is truly not the time for them to be going off on their own like this. Even during the Night Touched affair 200 years ago, the Papal Guard managed to make a nuisance of themselves. For the time being, though, let's focus on the main issue at hand, the rivalry of the Seven and... Though it is unclear how, it seems the announcement that Operation Jormungand and Operation Meal Mirage will commence 6 days from now is connected to the spread of the disturbance in the spirit veins. What? Wait, does that mean it was influenced by today's events? The boss moving out might be related too. Yes, as well as my father, the Steel Maiden, and the others. This probably involves Mother and Sharon too. And Mariabelle. She seems to be working with RF somehow. There are likely many causes, but we now have a different grave situation on our hands. Meanwhile, the spirit veins across the entire continent have begun activating. It's no longer limited to the Empire. Wait, what the hell? The disturbance was initially a gradual ripple outward from the Empire, but it seems to be matching the coming war in its scope. Right. That's the Great Twilight at work. They needed it in full swing for the rivalries to even be possible. I imagine even now they're preparing for the ultimate reformation of the Great One. If only there was something we could do! We're gonna dispatch some teams.
The solution is simple. Use this ship to whatever end you see fit. The rivalry of the Seven appears to be the true objective behind this plan of the Chancellor and the Gnomes. That much we can safely assume. And yet, it is this very same objective that may be our sole hope in preventing the disaster to come.
You for real here? It's true that ever since this curse was unleashed, it's felt as though everything's being guided by some unseen force. With that in mind, it'd be near impossible to try and prevent the war altogether.
That's probably why Dad and Chloe opted for Operation Meal Mirage instead. But while we're on it, what exactly is this curse anyway?
It just makes people want to do stuff to inspire war. And also, war.
Huh.
We know full well the sort of strife a Septarian can cause. We saw so ourselves during the incident in Liberl a few years back. There, we had to come face to face with the same issues our ancestors contended with 1,200 years ago.
It was the same for us. We fought back against a centuries-long plan to artificially recreate a Septarian. One that had been lost due to mankind's own hubris.
Yeah, I almost made a really big mistake back then.
Well, you were being super manipulated.
But then Lloyd and the others came and made everything all right again.
In Liberl, a ring that could grant any heart's desire, and in Crossbell, a tree that could rewrite destiny itself. Each one a blessing, yet each one a curse.
So, is the curse the Septarian of Steel?
But in spite of that, Estelle, Lloyd, and everyone else faced them head on. They didn't lose heart even once.
Therefore, discovering the truth is your responsibility now. It's not something Estelle, or Lloyd, or even the rest of us can accomplish. Only you, Class VII of Thors Military Academy.
The Empire's facing threats both on its surface and behind the scenes. And you're no strangers to kicking tail on either of those fronts. I can't think of a more tenacious bunch out there. The way I see it, you guys are the only ones who can do this.
Okay, with all that hope placed in our laps, there's no way we can turn them down.
It's up to us then.
Naturally, the Courageous Two has its own missions to see to. We must travel around the country helping people and gathering allies.
Gathering allies? Who else can we gather? Who else is out there?
Even so, I have no doubt that we can still serve as your wings of passage. More so with the Merkaba out of commission.
Oh, okay, well.
After all, the difference in size should be more than enough to fit, say, 2 Divine Knights and 4 Panzer Soldats?
Olivert.
You've put so much thought into this. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Then Thors Military Academy's Class VII would be honored to take you up on that offer, Your Highness. We'll do everything we can to assist you in your efforts as fellow members of the Radiant Wings.
We'll help too. It's only fair after all you've done for the branch campus students.
If you ever need someone to make that ship purr, I'm your gal.
Fabulous! Delighted to have you. You see, we've been rather lacking in the crew department.
Really? You guys have like the entire branch campus on board, don't you?
Well, I sure as hell ain't sitting this one out. What kind of instructor would I be otherwise?
Count me in too. I mean, we're finally all back together again.
Yeah.
Like we said, we're gonna be off doing our own thing, but we'll still be helping out.
Same with us. We'll be catching a ride on the Bobcat too after we're done here.
Now that you mention it, you did both say you'd be working separately.
Alright, so Team Liberl and Team Crossbill, yeah, off on their own.
Yeah, the plan is to cover Eastern Erebonia, North Ambria, and Jirai.
You mentioned getting in touch with HQ in Le Mans. Guess that means you guys are heading out too, huh, Shara?
Aww.
We are, though we won't be leaving the ship until tomorrow.
So we'll at least be able to, like, use Shara and Olivier.
Sarah, Fee, you guys got things covered here, yeah?
Of course. When have we ever let you down?
Call us if you need anything, okay?
I guess this is goodbye for now then, huh?
Yeah, we've got some stuff to take care of back in Crossbell.
Don't worry. We'll be seeing each other again before you know it. In the meantime, let's give this our all.
Yeah! We got this, Yuna!
Right!
Seems like we'll be able to divide things up by region then. You should be able to just leave everything with the Merkaba Unit 8 up to Rean, Gaius. I'll be arranging for its repairs at a nearby location. I really am in your debt, Thomas. Rean, you too. Thank you. No worries. Please, look after everyone. It will not be easy, but our shred of hope has come into view. The time has come for me to undergo my final undertaking. Uh-oh, don't talk like that. Grandmother? What do you mean, final undertaking? Listen well, children of Class 7. As noted, the spirit veins throughout the lands are activating, and they are disordered as they've never been before. The same can be said for the shrines, the stages for the rivalries. This includes the Luna Shrine, the only shrine we witches have overseen since ancient times. The Luna Shrine. Isn't that close to Milsante? Yes, it is the location of the reflecting pool, and generation after generation of wandering witches have watched over it. This pool reflects the genuine truth, and it is believed to be connected to the origin of the Black Records. Okay. I didn't expect to hear those mentioned here. Yes, I myself was just told about it the other day. I suggest anyone interested in the real truth behind the curse to come. I swear on my true name I shall provide the answers to your doubts, rest assured. A trial for everyone in Class 7 is what's needed here. Only Celine is left, yes? I'm going to need you to take your human form, Celine. Huh? Grandmother? So Celine's gonna have to be in human form for this? Okay. Hopefully by final undertaking she doesn't mean dying all over the place. It's probably what she means. Okay. So them on the Bobcat, and Agate's going with. Oh well. Scheherazade didn't leave though, that's cool. We're probably not going to get to use... I'd be surprised if we got to use Mueller. It'd be cool if we did, but it's been a while for him. Alright. So that gets us up to speed on what's going on. What we've decided on. What's happening. We thought the Luna Shrine was a dead end, but there was more to it after all. This will be a trial for the entirety of Class 7. I'm reminded of our adventures in the old schoolhouse 2 years ago. Ah, you mean where everyone first met Valimar? Yeah, and then that crazy go-nuts corridor appeared at the end. Reverie Corridor. Knowing what we know now, I think that place is yet another sort of shrine. I don't know what my grandmother's intentions are, but we should prepare ourselves for anything. For crying out loud, why am I'm not even part of Class 7. You keep thinking that. Just admit it already, Celine. You're one of us, whether you like it or not. This will be the first time we've seen your human form since the Black Workshop, huh? Ah, to gaze upon both Celine's lovely figure and the reflecting pool in the same day. What fortuitous timing. Once everyone's done their little tour around the Courageous 2, we can head for Lake Gala. It would probably be wise to land out on the water, to put a little distance between ourselves and Milsante. Learning to switch between the silent navigation and optical camouflage modes is going to be critical here. Understood! Things are starting to heat up. Next, our plan is to head ashore, with each group making their approach from the target locations. Fortunately, Estelle, Lloyd, and the others are already a step ahead of us gathering intel. I'm sure they'll have a hit on something useful by the time you get out. We'll be expecting good news, guys. But seriously though, take care of yourselves out there. Right, that goes for you too. It means so much to know you've got our backs! Class 7, it's time to make sure your preparations are set. We'll need every pair of hands we can get around the ship, so those of you in a position to pitch in, please do so. Absolutely, Instructor. Makes sense. Even with everyone from the branch campus here, this is a pretty huge ship. Right. It's probably best to make one more round, just to be sure. Alright. Are we gonna get any other requests, or... If not, that's fine. Act 3. Seekers of the Dawn. The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 4. Oh, a vending machine? The Courageous 2 is a newly constructed ship, but something about it feels nostalgic. Maybe I'll do one final sweep around the floor myself prior to departure. Alright, I need to find everyone going ashore and wish them luck again. So we immediately want to go ahead, double back. Probably going to get a whole bunch of... Each floor has an elevator that you can use to move to the other floors. You can select floors that you have previously visited via the quick travel menu. Alright. Yeah. Ooh, what's going on here? Oliver, Sherazard, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm so glad you're both okay. Both of you here together, nothing could make me happier right now. Thanks, Alphen. I know I put you through hell. I'm sorry that I haven't been in touch. Honestly, Your Highness, I should have informed you before anyone. That was my failing. Forgive me. No, don't be silly. With that wound, my brother wasn't going anywhere for a while, right? Thank you so much for helping with his recovery. Your Highness, you honor me with your magnanimity. Truly. I have to say though, getting Shara to feed me is definitely a memory I'll treasure forever. Although she did give me one legendary purple nurple when I suggested she ditch the spoon and use her mouth instead. Goodness! So help me, Aidios. Olivia, you're about 3 seconds away from finding out what life is like with 0 eyes. I wouldn't have guessed it, but those two are much more intimate than I expected. Yeah. Impressive. Looks like you're already finding your way around the place. Yeah, it really is an incredible ship. This isn't the first time we've met, but I'd like to reintroduce myself nonetheless. I'm Rean Schwarzer. Good to meet you, Sherazard. The pleasure's all mine. I've been hearing a lot about you. It sounds like you've been to Gehenna and back more times than one, and you're not done yet, it would seem. Adversity seems to be the order of the day for those who call Erebonia home, but at the very least, it's made us a tough people. But no matter where we're from, I'm glad to be allies just the same, with Estelle, Agate, and now you. You bet. I've got your back. We've been preparing for the worst for a long time now. And just between you and me, as the Silver Streak, I really don't want to be outdone by the Purple Lightning. Ah. Come to think of it, you've been pretty focused on that for a while now, haven't you? Well, yeah. Despite us being the same age, She was the youngest bracer ever to reach A rank when she did. She's always had a reputation as a force to be reckoned with. Even Cassius relied on her. It did make me a little jealous, I have to say. You're both so fantastic, though. I really admire you, Shara. You know, even though Sarah is my former instructor, we have a close relationship as friends now. I can believe it. Once I came to Erebonia and the two of us actually met, we immediately hit it off. We both like drinking, and our overall situations are fairly similar too in some ways. Your interests and those of the masculine persuasion couldn't be any more different, though. Ah, that's right. She's got a thing for silver foxes, eh? Though I hear the winds of change are starting to blow across that particular plane. Wait, I don't recall telling you about any of this! Shara's art is so gorgeous, but she has a really cute side, too. Don't worry, you two. I'll sort this out like a proper sister should. Or maybe it's best to just leave it to them. They are adults after all. They'll be fine. Oh, we got Shara's note. At any rate, it seems like Cedric is drifting further and further astray. I'm starting to fear that maybe we really can't go back to how things were. Yeah, it's a really sobering thought, dude. At some point, like, things, especially with your family, it kind of hurts sometimes. It may never have been the best, but it was definitely better than it was now. But that's off topic. Your Highness. Come on, that can't be true. There you go.
I'm just as glad as you to see him alive again. But feelings such as that are only for the weak. We're ending this world and creating a new order in its place. And an undertaking this great leaves me no room for weakness.
Okay, underneath all of that, he still has a heart. He's still a person. Those words were proof that he's pushing himself too far. His infatuation with Chancellor Osborne is pretty clear. But I honestly doubt his resolve as one of the Ironbloods is really so firm. As a Divine Knight Awakener, for that matter. I'm inclined to agree. Oh, brother, you silly fool. All we can ever do as people is work with the opportunities in front of us and never give up hope. Besides, I still need to meet him properly, just as I did the princess. He is royalty after all. If it's a family meet and greet or after Shara, you need only ask. Oh yes, there's mother and father too if he's recovered. Let's take it down a notch, shall we? Huh? What's that? Are they gonna talk about the artifact? I see that curious glint in your eye. Yeah. This here is our true trump card. It's what makes ultra-long distance communications with the Arcus II possible. It's an artifact known as the Sonorous Seashell. Mr. Debaucherous Prince snuck it in. Wow, incredible! It's a delightful little device I discovered in some ruins on a visit with the Bracer Guild. That was about, 10 years ago now? Dang, when he was a teenager. It facilitates ultra-long distance communications in a snap, and is even able to bypass orbital comm restrictions of all shapes and sizes. It's currently in use as our repeater router, per Toval's suggestion. It's also linked to your Arcuses via the Round of 7 app the Foundation made for me. Its capabilities are almost mind-boggling, and exactly the reason why the Church definitely doesn't just want those out there. And if the ship control tower is set up with this, then we'd have flawless connections with everyone involved with Radiant Wings. As someone who will be helping with operations, I have to say I find it hard to believe its capabilities are even possible. Yeah, pre-Great Collapse tech, dude. Friggin' beautiful. I'm with you there. I guess artifacts don't need to be deadly to be powerful. Speaking of that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the Septian Church collected all artifacts that are still functional. About that, After a bit of discussion with the Gralsritter, we managed to come to an agreement of sorts. Are the Gralsritter also using it? Our possession and usage has received tacit approval on the condition that we abide a number of itty-bitty rules. Oh, Olivert. So fortunate are we that a man of his eloquence and skill walks upon this earth. Alright, so there are some restrictions in place. Instructor Rean, I hardly noticed you there. This ship is kind of... Okay, really? Pure, dead, brilliant! Don't you think? Don't think I felt this exhilarated since the first time I rode the Dareflinger. You know, my heart belongs to the railways, but faced with a machine this beautiful, even I could be tempted to stay. Or to stray. I know what you mean, Pablo. I'm still having trouble taking it all in myself. I take it you three are running the bridge? We're at least trying to fill in where we can. We're sort of learning on the fly. Luis, Tatiana, and I will be heading up comms and observation. On the engineering side, we've got me and Tita, and Maya and Sydney are manning the guns, with other combat tactics folks chipping in to help. Me, though, I'll be mostly holed up in the workshop. As for me, I'll be helping Miss Mint out with anything she needs. Sounds like you're all putting what you learned in your field exercises to practical use. I'm really proud of all of you. What level are we? 115? Okay, still a far cry away from maybe level 117-ish. So, Angelica, what do you think? Before we challenge that magma antler elephant thing. In a word, incredible. This is top of the line, next generation stuff. I've never piloted anything this responsive. And equipped with stealth capabilities on top of that, it's perfect. I don't know if we can ever thank Prince Olivert enough. Well, we can always repay his kindness by making full use of this ship. And stocking it full of cuties like Toa and Tita is a good start. And once we get them into the baths, things are going to be even better. It's like a dream come true. So you want us to thank Prince Olivert by enabling you? Do we have any requests? Alright. This might prove useful later. For now, though, we can leave it be. But yeah, we've chatted up everybody in here. But we've got Mueller on deck. Oh, we've got the Vanders on deck, actually. Acerbic tomato water. Hold on. Oh, Celine's already changed, so she's just a full party member now. Whoa, that's expensive. And how can there be 99 of those stocked in that friggin' thing? Let's get 15. Oh, Instructor Rean. Ah, Rean, taking a tour of the ship? It's been some time, hasn't it? About 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Right, I think the last time we saw each other was that board of directors meeting at the main campus. I was sorry to hear about what happened to the 7th Division, but I'm glad to see you're safe. Yes, no doubt thanks to the guidance of Aidios. I admit, it was difficult to watch the 7th get disbanded, but it ended up working to my advantage. Thanks to that, I was able to slip away and rendezvous with the others in time to help with the creation of the Courageous 2. You can never really tell just where life's current will sweep you next, huh? That aside, have you not been able to contact Father and the others either? I'm going to be contacting him and Aurier in a short while. Oh, I guess he would just call her by her first name. She's not his mom. Before I do, though, I'd like to get in touch with Uncle Zex and Neidhart. I see. No doubt they're struggling with their positions, General Craig included. So I've heard, but they're still Imperial soldiers, that hasn't changed. Once Operation Jormungand begins, they'll most likely be deployed as the main force in the rear guard. And if they are, even Operation Meal Mirage is sure to face stern opposition. Right, if Uncle Zek's stratagems are combined with General Craig's unmatched power, And even the valorous Le Guin and tactical genius Cassius could be outmatched, yeah. The conflict might already be impossible to stop in any official capacity, but I'll do what I can behind the scenes. If you could somehow buy us some time on an official front, you would have my deepest gratitude, Lieutenant Colonel. Instructor? But of course. That reminds me, I'm many months late in saying so, but I wanted to thank you for mentoring my brother. I'd like to ask that you continue providing him with guidance, so that he may one day grow into a strong, independent man. Hey, Mueller. In my book, Kurt's already there. But I hear you. As his instructor, it's my responsibility to continue leading him as the best I can. I'm in your debt, Rean. Perhaps I'll go find a suitable hole to crawl in and die of embarrassment now. Alright. It's also been quite a while since I've seen Neidhart. At least a year, I think. Come to think of it, Princess Claudia's personal guard didn't seem to be with her. Julia. Perhaps she's serving Operation Meal Mirage in a more direct capacity then. Well, no matter. I'm sure I'll run into her at some point. Huh? Is he talking about someone else from Liberl? Yep, Julia Schwarz. There's this woman, a major in the Royal Guard, who he's... Oh, they did have their little door together. Kurt, as a member of the Vander family, you do well to avoid speaking excessively right now. Right. Dang, dude. But if Mueller does make his move on Julia, he's gonna have Agate's problem, but tenfold, because she has definitely got boatloads of fangirls. Alright, so this is 4F, the bridge. Now let's head down to 3F. It'd be cool if we got to see Julia again, but... So, the strategy conference room and training room are on this floor. About 3F, conference room training sector. The third floor contains the conference room and training sector, as well as a recreation area, lounge, and bathing facilities. The training room cannot be used yet, but it appears to provide a good variety of combat training. Perhaps people sometimes meet up in the bathing area, and washing up will restore HP, EP, and CP. Alright. I guess they're just catching up. Hey, Jessica, are you sure you don't want to go talk to Angelica? It's fine. She's still getting to grips with the ship's controls. I don't want to interrupt. Besides, I already messaged her after we infiltrated Leaves. Glad to hear it. It's been a while since the three of us got together, huh? It's a shame we can't go hang out at Reset like we used to. Agreed. I could go for a stack of pancakes right about now. Ooh, pancakes sound friggin' good. We'll get our chance. We'll all go together once the war is over. I've got a lot more of Crossbell to show you girls, too. Then I'll return the favor with a tour of Ruhr. And after that, you two can come to Remiferia. We can go on a road trip all around the places we grew up. The girls from the tennis club are such great friends. I'm almost a little jealous. And then, is there more of the same? Yep. But this is Cerbic tomato water. Pretty good stuff. Men's shower room. Alright, so the facilities are split this time. This looks like the men's bathing area. The previous Courageous only had showers. Guess this is just one benefit of a larger ship. And we have the trial at the Luna Shrine where the reflecting pool is. I probably better go ahead and wash up now. His Highness already gave me permission to use it, so I might as well head in, right? Yeah, no reason not to go in. Not to get squeaky. Whoa, there's separate facilities for women and men, and they really went all out on the changing area. Alright then. Is that you, Rean? Okay. Hey, Elliot, Machias. I guess we all had the same idea. Yeah, we're just starting to get a handle on the ship's functions, so it seemed like a good time to go wash up. Mind if we join you? It does seem pretty spacious after all. Yeah, of course. Wanna head in then? So Machias and Elliot are our first hangouts. This is pretty amazing. Wow, this is a full-scale, or this is like a full-scale bathhouse. It's almost too lavish. Could it even get any more luxurious than this? Was it Professor Schmidt that designed this ship? Him and Professor Russell from Liberl. It seems he was one of Professor Epstein's 3 main disciples. This may have been one of his suggestions since he seemed to be pretty well acquainted with His Highness. Tita's grandfather, right? I can see that happening for whatever reason. I see we weren't the first to come up with this idea. Oh. Oh, hey, Eustace! Gaius and Crow, too. So every single one of us wound up here. It looks like we're all of one mind. It's not like there isn't enough room for all of us to squeeze in, and our first bath on the ship should be a bonding experience, right? Alright, so all the men of the old Class VII. Beyond the skies, how far we've come. Yes, it does feel like we've come very far. I know what you mean. Kind of a surprise to see everyone here like this. For crying out loud, why the hell are you getting so mushy? I mean, we're on a brand new cutting-edge ship here. You gotta get more excited, man. And while we're all here, let's get talking. The filthier the better. It's time to air out your dirtiest jokes and fetishes. But why on earth would we... Oh, sounds like Machias is volunteering to go first. Absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason at all we should participate. Come on, Crow. We're not students anymore. Wait, Crow never graduated. Maybe we should consider him a repeat student? Hey, who gives a shit about that? It's time to take it off, guys. Pretty damn sure Giles will be the winner, but you never know. Some guys like Elliot are... Whoa, whoa! What the hell are you saying, Crow? He's saying that even though Machias is the one who wields the orbital shotgun, you're the one packing the heat, Elliot. That's what he's saying. Crow, this clearly isn't a dignified conversation. He's trying to liven things up with you sticks in the mud. Yeah, what if a girl was sitting nearby and overheard you say something like that? But would respectful behavior be in character for any of us? I'm just gonna take in the scenery and enjoy the water. Oh, Crow. Oh, well. Okay, well, I guess selecting the girls thing, Rean just walks back over to the guys' room. That's fine, though. Oh. Okay, now we're doing it with the new men of Class 7. Oh, okay. Girls hanging out, too?
This is nice.
Alright. Rean's bathing clothes. Elisa's bathing clothes. Oh. So that's our reward? I guess if we keep doing it, we can get everybody's bathing outfits. We'd have to get lucky though, but alright. Okay, Freddy's behind the counter. Ooh. I had considered myself fairly aware of what was going on with Meal Mirage. But between President Rocksmith joining the meeting and Prince Oliver showing up, I clearly had no idea what it really entailed. I know what you mean. The prince managed to keep himself in the ship such a well-guarded secret it even took me by surprise. I think our mutual friend over there will have some choice words about your bold declaration, however. Come on, Instructor Rean, don't be mad. I had a whole speech worked out, but now that I think about it, I feel like it might sound a little hypocritical. It would, given how you're far worse when it comes to trying to sacrifice yourself. Huh. It's just like Eustace says, with everything I've done, I'm in no position to criticize you, Muse. I'll leave that job to Elise and Alphen. Oh, believe me, they've already made their feelings quite clear. Alright, I guess we're done here then. In any case, I'm just glad that everyone is safe. We'll be counting on you two for your help with the Luna Shrine, but take some time to relax before then. I intend to. Thanks. Thank you, Instructor. What are you? Oh! Stark! He finally got to talk with Crow! Yo! Hello, Instructor. Hey, guys. I heard these two know each other from way back. They both grew up in Jirai. It must be nice for Stark to finally see his old friend again. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'll go... No, by all means, come join us. Is that alright with you, Crow? Sure. Too much nostalgic talk makes me uncomfortable anyway. Besides, I gotta ask old Rean here all about how you're doing at the academy. What do you say, Rean? My boy Stark giving you any trouble? I've heard he's kind of a big shot in the combat logistics team. Real impressive given how much of a crybaby he used to be. Crybaby, huh? That happened when I was 8 years old. I've changed a lot since then. I mean, I should hope so. Honestly though, I think you've even grown in the time since I last saw you. I hear that after you left Crossbell, you ended up helping to complete the Courageous 2. That's right. Becky got in contact with me and told me what was going on. Ha! Well, you always were pretty sharp. Good at keeping secrets, too. She made a good call bringing you in, especially since you had an idea of what Yuna and her pals were up to. Hell, you even managed to get a hold of a lot of stuff about C way back when. Damn, man, it's almost creepy how good you are at this stuff. Speaking of C, do you still have the mask you wore back then? If you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at it. I second that. It's been a while. Are you guys just making fun of me now? Come on. Stark's got some nerve making fun of me when he hasn't seen me in years. But I have to admit, I'm happy to see him no matter what. Yeah, a little piece of Crow's past came back to him. Hey, Instructor, what can I get you to drink? Oh, Freddy, I thought you'd be in the cafeteria. Ha, I checked out the facility, sure enough. But there's no need for two cooks. I'll have Sandy in charge there for now. Besides, I can do some cooking just as well over here. Kenneth from the Imperial Fishing Club left me all sorts of fishing supplies and the like. So if you want to trade in some fish, speak with me, just like back during field exercises. Sounds good to me. Say, aren't you hungry? I can make you something to snack on. What were you thinking of whipping up? Yeah, because with Freddy, we gotta know beforehand before we commit. Let me think. Stewed bee larvae, cicada fritters, and grilled peppered skink. The skink, I might try a little sliver of that. I imagine skink wouldn't be all that different from like regular old mammal meat. Now, don't go drilling all over your nice clothes, Instructor. Unless I'm wrong about what a skink even is. But it's like a furry thing, right? Little rat runs around on all four legs. I don't think there's any risk of that. So you've still got that penchant for including bugs in your dishes, huh? I don't think a skink is a bug, though. By some strange turn of events, my stomach doesn't really turn at the thought of it anymore. Freddy is a decent cook, too, and honestly might actually be tasty, bugs or not.
You've got good taste.
We can give him the Kasagine. Oh, we can also get some clear gelatin. Sure, we're not using the Kangiri for anything else. Alright.
Come on, give it a try. You've got good taste. Come on, give it a try.
We'll
What
wait
can I
to
get you today?
exchange mandrake soup, ancient steak. Sure, let's make everything. Paradise pie. Ruby omelet, Cures KO. And sure, more mandrake soup.
Come on, give it a try.
Not sure why he can make magic cuisine, but maybe Freddy's learned a thing or two. Alright, so that's it here. And yeah, somebody's hanging out in the combat. Oh, these two. Duvalie and Laura, huh? Straight to asking for a match then? No, that's not the case. Really? We both arrived at the training area independently and unexpectedly ran into one another. And you all will be leaving for that trial soon. I would never be so boorish as to wear someone out before something like that. My bad, Duvalie. But I gotta say, it's pretty amazing we have such quality training facilities on a ship like this. Yes, I suppose you could say that, if you really wanted to. The previous Croatias also had substantial facilities, but there certainly wasn't an area quite as spacious as this available. I find it irritating to always be receiving favors. So, as a training opportunity for you all, an archaism belonging exclusively to the Stahlritter, may I present the Vanguard F2 Sleipnir. Is that a state-of-the-art archaism from Ouroboros? Like the one used at Hamel and the Naval Fortress? But are you still able to make use of them even after separating yourself from Ouroboros? Yes, it's specially adapted for our own use. Sleipnir, come! So we can fight that. Now that I see it up close, it is fairly intense. Going up against an archaism like this does seem like it would make for some phenomenal practice. I have another Sleipnir unit actually. I wouldn't mind letting you use that one for training as well, so we can make it a 2-on-2. While you're all undergoing your trial, I'll set them up to respond to specific combat situations for practice. I usually just leave it in the hangar's reserve area, so feel free to use it as you like even if I'm not around. Talk about full service treatment. We truly are in your debt, Duvalie. Thank you. Oh, and now we can play against her. Oh, Schwarzer, I heard you play Vantage Masters. I've been indulging in it to enhance my tactical skills. If you'd like, I suppose I wouldn't mind allowing a challenge from you. I'll guess I'd take you up on that. Alright, we can now play against Duvalie. Alright, and sure. Paladin, resurrect one random
Fight
card.
as you would a real battle.
We'll see about that. An expensive hand, so we'll drop one of these. Actually, let's drop the Kyrier Bell too. Change. Yeah. Okay, cool. We got a magic crystal at least to ramp ourselves up a little bit more. Zammelpen, so she uses water natials. And already starting in on the offensive. That's bad for us. Another Emultimus. Let's kill you. We don't want it counterattacking us, so we're gonna have to save that magic crystal for next turn. We will take another hit from the friggin' paladin, though. And those free HP heals, dude. And the Zammelpen, right. She can resurrect a random card. A reduce, most excellent. Though we don't specifically need it right now. Yeah. Sure, let's attack. The longer the game goes on, the healthier her paladin is. A Neptuno. Be real nice if we could get our hands on one of those. So far, water and earth are what we're contending with her. Another Emultimus. Let's see. We can get one out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, it's still pointless for us to do that. Let's do Un Vivle, which cannot attack, which was dumb of me. That Neptuno, though, oh man. I shouldn't have gone for the Un Vivle. Oh well. Uh-oh. He could move his she could move her Neptuno into the front row. All right. Yeah, next turn we're going to come out swinging. All right, so this time we need at least 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, well, because the reduce will bring it down to 3, so the 2-card combo will cost 4 to bring it out. And then with 10, we'll be able to summon 2 on a single turn. So for right now, let's do this, and then double tap. Alright, no more Neptuno. It was very important for us to get that out of there. And then we're both going to be at 10 mana on my next turn. Another Zamulpen. Okay, at least it wasn't the Neptuno that she revived. A Blaze. Absolutely golden. First, you. Drop you. Then we can do the second Un Vivle. Now, let's get to killing. Get that Parancel out of there. So she's just trying to drop as many cards as she can. If she keeps doing that, I mean, it'd be pretty good because, well, she's only bringing them back at a rate of 1 a turn. Okay, another Zamulpen. Her chances of bringing that Neptuno back are very slight, but still existent. Yeah, it's pointless blazing the Un Vivles because they'll just die when they go in. So we'll go for ourselves instead. We'll move this Emultimus back. Just get the 3. And we'll leave our front row. Wait, 10, 6, 12. Actually, yeah. If we do this right now, sure, we'll suffer some deaths. But we'll be able to win next turn. Yeah. No way out of this for you. Not unless you seal Shadow. And even if you seal Shadow, we still have Emultimus. A Pellet. You could heal a seal, but we're not sealing, so. Nope. Get out of here. Alright, well. Paladin's main trick ended up not working. Get out of here, dude.
Ugh, this can't be happening.
Okay, so we got the Paladin card from her, but why would we ever change our main hero, our master?
Fight as you would a real battle.
So we're up first this time. The same hand as previously, but still works out for us. Alright, 1 magic crystal. Let's open up with this. And then some blaze action. Get some. We rarely have the opportunity to make use of Shadow's skill, but just being healthier and stronger than Ranger with an actual ability makes it overall better, like I mentioned previously. So No reason not to. Uh-oh, that wasn't supposed to friggin' happen. Alright, another blaze. And another dead Zammelpen. Alright. She's probably just gonna bring the Zammelpen right back. A D-Arma. Okay. Yeah. We just have to keep getting it out of here because what we don't want is to be sealed by it. Alright, let's do the Emultimus. Kill you. And then Zammelpen, you're out of here. Next turn, we will be very comfy in bringing out that Fifenol. Up, well, hey. Alright, so we're definitely going to need Fifenol in order to make short work of these Earth Natials. And Expel returns an enemy Natial to their hand. We'll wait for her to bring a Neptuno out before we do that. Alright, so you will kill... Well... Yeah, you kill that one. You kill this one. And there are no Natials we can target, so... Her HP is almost back up to full. Zammelpen right back from the grave. Ooh, another Fifenol. Alright. So we'll move Emultimus to the back line. Get that kill off. Sure. Get 2 damage in on you, and then skill you back up to 21. Okay, well, whatever. Hopefully, if she drops something and kills our Fifenol, it's not the one whose skill we have yet to use. In fact, we'll move that one to the back line to, next turn. Yeah. Put her to safety. And now Shadow will move to the front line. Get to killing. Get skilled up. Sure, back to 3. Whatever. Alright. Emultimus right back in the action. Attack. And then we'll move you up. And have you attack as well. We'll probably have Fifenol go down for the cause next turn. In fact, we can have both of them just crash into the Paladin. Dang, she's trying so hard to hang on. The D-Arma is back. We'll make short work of it. Alright, let's have you clear the D-Arma out. You kill the Parantal. And then we want to have the Fifenols die for the cause. The cause being putting more cards in our hand. Now that they've served their purpose. Oh, well. Move you back. Attack. Drop the third Emultimus for a strong attack. Uh-oh, hold on. And drop the Kyrie Bell to skill her to death.
Ugh, this can't be happening.
You material. Too much to handle. Oh yeah. Stacking the wins one after the other. And it's looking like that's about it for this particular floor. Well, I guess we could continually keep going down to the thing. Meeting room. Okay, no. Oh, what are you guys looking at? Oh, Rean! How's it going? Are you guys talking to Major Irving about the handover procedures? Yes, the ship is a new build. There are many things about it we don't understand. That's why I have the manual in hand to read and check as I go. Sounds tough. Keep up the good work. Under normal circumstances, I should also be helping out too, since I'm part of the branch campus faculty and all. Well, you've got a trial from Rose coming up at Lake Gala, don't you? You can just leave this up to us then. Just make sure you're prepared, got it?
To be honest, I'd like to go too. But it's only members of Class 7 that are allowed to, right? It's kind of frustrating, to be honest.
Sorry about that, Toa. I'll be sure to head straight to the ship with the trial results. Will you be heading down after the handover procedures to meet up with the main campus students, Major Irving? Right. I'm planning on also serving as their backup, at least for the time being. Let's keep in touch then. It'll help us maintain a shared branch campus mindset, so to speak. Of course.
Thank you very much.
We'll do so great the principal won't know what hit her. Oh, and Michael's got something else to say. Oh, Schwarzer. I wanted to speak to you about Major Claire. Right, we only saw an image of her on the Pantagruel, just like the Chancellor and the others. Though she's probably carrying out some pretty important tasks in a different area. Yes, she's likely working to finalize the railway's usage plans and preparations for Operation Jormungand's start, as well as carrying out her duties as part of the Ironbloods. Right. I know her, and I can only imagine how much losing Orion must have hurt her. It's not really my place to say, but please do what you can for her. If things keep on going this way, she won't be able to handle it much longer. Understood. I'm not sure what I can really do, but as one of the people who cares for her, I'll do everything I can. That's all I ask. I'm in your debt, Schwarzer. Oh, we've got Michael's character note. And now with that all set, down to floor 2, we shall head. And we can shop, so Jingo should be down here. Oh, we also might want to get to exchanging Sepith masses. Probably for the best bet. This floor contains exits from the ship or to the deck. Seems we've got a cafeteria, a sick bay, a reference room, and some stores here too. About 2F shop multi-purpose sector. The second floor comprises the shop and multi-purpose sector. Here you can find various stores as well as exits to both the front and rear decks. Various written materials can be accessed in the reference room, including the black records, which have been obtained and added to, from the Merkaba in sequential order. Alright. I mean, we don't really need to read the black records. I definitely got that taken care of. So, what do you think of the Courageous 2, Rean? I gotta say, the original might have been incredible in its own right, but this is about as cutting edge can get. I heard they even put the armaments through a fair bit of upgrading. Yeah, though His Highness didn't seem too hot about it at first. Hot or not, we're in for some pretty intense combat in the coming days. That's just a fact. Once we get to that point, basic deterrence just won't cut it anymore. Yep, that's probably what clinched the decision to load up on the firepower. Sounds like they met some resistance from Professor Schmidt on the development side of things, though. I can only imagine. Professors Erica and Albert Russell were involved in this as well, right? Seems they had a tech expert from the Epstein Foundation come in on the down low, too. Yep, this ship's got all the latest tech, save for anything from the Verne Company might be keeping under wraps. In other words, you guys have got yourselves a pretty impressive killer setup here. Make sure you put it to good use, alright? Got it. I'll relay it to His Highness and the other students, too. Are you going to meet up with Estelle and the others once you get down to the surface? Nah, I was planning on letting Sherazard take care of that front. I'll be operating on my own for a bit. Got a few things I want to check out. I'm sure you'll be more than busy enough dealing with all the rivalries, but do me a favor and keep an eye on His Highness for me too, alright? Of course, we'll take care of him. That your intuition calling? Feels like it's almost always on the mark at times like this. Just make sure you say hi to Ein for me, okay? What? I haven't been able to get in contact with her yet. She must be talking about the head of the Gralsritter. I didn't know she and Tovol were acquainted. Really, Rean? You haven't kept up with your reading? For shame. You know, Tovol, you really should pay Meek a visit. Last time I saw him, he was grouching my ear off about how you had gone and died without paying off all the debts you owed him. Well, no one could ever accuse the old man of being too sentimental. Yeah, I guess I can stop by. Maybe I'll even bring him a little gift to try and soften his tiny old heart. Oh, wow. Bunch of people hanging out. Alright, well, let's start from... Ooh, what's up here? Courageous 2 deck. Okay, so who's hanging out on the deck? Alright, we've got Kyrie and Wayne. You've gotten a lot stronger since the last time we met, Kyrie. All that training you do must be doing you good. I'm noticing a considerable difference in, let's see, your deltoids.
You can tell? That's great! And you're right. Last time I took some measurements, my shoulders were at least a reach wider than before.
See? Work hard and you're bound to see results sooner or later. Wow, Wayne's got a real eye for details. Okay, Patrick, putting the moves on Elise, I see. I'm so glad to see that you're unharmed, Patrick. And I know Rean feels the same. Thank you, Elise. I'm happy to see you safe too. Instructor Makarov from the main campus got in touch beforehand to apprise us of the situation, so I knew better than to worry, but still.
I see. So that's why the branch campus students are all aboard.
Right you are. Clever as always. No doubt you are racked with anxiety over my whereabouts, just tight with the pain of uncertainty, so I must apologize.
Oh, Rean.
Schwarzer! Hey, good job out there, you two. Are you all set to head out, Patrick? Yeah, dude, you need some help, Patrick? You need some help being on your merry way? Being anywhere but here? Naturally. I finished making the necessary preparations yesterday. Good to hear. Honestly, I'd rest easier if I knew you were going to be staying aboard, but...
Yes, I feel the same.
Oh? What's your game here, Schwarzer? Leaving me alone with Elise? That isn't like you. What do you mean? It's not like I've ever specifically tried to keep you apart.
What? I shudder to imagine what you'd do if that was your aim, then.
Schwarzer, let me say this. I don't know how much of an ordeal this rivalry is going to end up being, but I will not, under any circumstances, permit you to disappear and leave poor Elise behind. Patrick, I'm sorry. I've been trudging around with an air of resignation without even realizing it. But you know, people might start getting weird ideas if you two spend too much time alone. And we wouldn't want people to feel like they might have to do something about you in particular, Patrick. Maybe I'll have you show me around the ship then, Patrick, if you're so inclined. Talk about doing a 180.
It does my heart good to see your friendship thriving, you two.
We got Patrick's next entry, which is all well and good. And this is coming down from the other side. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Someone in here want to play Pong? Rosita? Okay, no, we can just give her stuff. Tatiana, I was wondering when I might see you again.
And you, Margarita. You're looking well.
They know each other? No, I think we just found them at the same time earlier in the game. Oh, I guess I did hear that you two are old friends. Some sort of family connection, right? That's right. Dilettante families tend to flock together, as Tatiana's and mine have since times medieval. Though Tatiana's father is a viscount while mine is a mere baron, she never let that stand in the way of our friendship.
Well, the Dresdens have always been tolerant of those from other social standings, so... Wait, so Tatiana does have a last name, and it's Dresden? Of course. And that shared tolerance is a part of what's kept our family so close for all these years. Well, I would hope my friends would like to be around me rather than just tolerating being around me, but I know what they mean, even if the word choice is a little weird. That's a good kind of friendship to have. Oh ho ho! Beauty calls to beauty after all. It was always our destiny to come into each other's lives. Just like me and Vincent and how we fell in love at first sight. Oh! Is that what happened? It's good to see you're just as powerful as ever, Margarita. Alright. You've got the dark red sludge.
Oh, thank you ever so much.
Alright. So last was dark red sludge. What do we need for this? We need more chitinous shells. Let's make a hit the snooze curry with you.
Initiate cooking mode. And
there we go. Alright, super sour pickles, and that should be everything else. Did we give her scary sorbet? Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
We don't have enough for, yeah, the one other thing. Crap. We were only even able to make the fairy tale plate. Let's take a quick glimpse at the books. Black Records 1 through 6. Black Records 7 through 9. Imperial Chronicles from 1204. Okay. Crossbell Times special issues. So these are news reports from Crossbell. Alright, well. Alright. We're all good there. Oh, Rean! Well, we finally meet again. Rean? Uh-oh. Are, you okay there, Dorothy? Dorothy!
Wow. I've heard rumors about that luscious silver hair and jet black outfit, but...
She knows what she wants, that's for sure.
This character development has my pen bursting with inspiration.
Monk.
Man, that edgy new look is just not fair. You don't mind if I crank out a script for a new radio show based off you, right? Right?
It's business as usual with these two, as you can probably tell. No kidding. I'm not sure I've ever seen you guys ease up. That might have gotten a bit excessive, actually. Even for me. Sorry, Rean. I got a little carried away with myself. You don't need to apologize. I get it. This is kind of a lot to take in all at once. That aside, are you the one managing the terminal for us, Monk? You know it. I'm a little busy with all my Radio Trista work, sure. You guys have got way more on your plate out here. Can't imagine a single one of us out there wouldn't jump to lend a hand. Speaking of which, Dorothy and I just finished setting up the terminal. Ooh. As it so happens, the Imperial Museum approved my extended hiatus request. I'll probably spend most of my time in the reference room next door, so feel free to call for me whenever you like. You can go ahead and send all the data the branch campus kids have collected over to us. Battle and combat data goes to me, personnel files off to Vivi, and any books and other written materials over to me. Okay, got it. Thanks for all your help, guys. It's good to have you aboard with us. And, okay, so she's got something for us. This terminal has carried out a connection test for Palm Party. I helped a little. I see. You play Palm Party, right, Emma? Yes, sometimes. Oh, that reminds me. We haven't exchanged account IDs yet. We should play against each other if we have the time.
Sounds great to me. Alright. So Emma's up next then, huh? We're gonna have to show off a little bit.
Let's
Two
begin
yellows.
the match.
Blues. Alright, dang, I cut myself off from those greens. There we go. Greens here. Nice. Red. Ooh, yellow if we flip them that way. Blues if we go this way. There's the reds. So we got a green right here. Uh-oh! Dang, effed that up. We need another green. There we go. And then this yellow. Ooh, and that blue will go perfectly right here. Yellow. Oh, a red. And the green on top. Nice. Let's try and get that blue. Get that set up. Nice. Uh-oh, hold on. Can we get her killed?
I lose.
Well, she was distinctly easier, but okay. Alright. So we were able to do so. All we really had to do was watch for her center thing was high, so we were able to just kill her. Alright. Whoa. Dang, this is everybody here.
Oh, Rean. Hey, how's it going?
Lind, Vivi, I'm so glad you two are all right. Lind.
I was just about to say the same. Rean, everyone, it puts my heart at ease to see you all in good health.
Vivi.
At any rate, it sounds like you're becoming quite the lady killer. Eh, Rean?
I mean, we already had that reputation way back in school.
So, any updates on your love life? Who's the lucky gal?
Well, her name is Laura.
Vivi, please. I'm really sorry about this, Rean.
It's okay. In a way, it's actually kind of comforting. Some things never change. In any case, I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you two through. If I'd just been a little more skillful in my command, things might not have gone the way they did.
It's okay, Gaius. You have nothing to apologize for at all. If you hadn't drawn the enemy away with your Merkaba, there's no way the operation could have succeeded.
Besides, it's about time we got some front-page limelight for once. It certainly was a rather dramatic appearance, to say the least.
By the way, you're staying on the ship as part of the medical staff, right, Lind? Where's that leave you, Vivi?
Well, since I'm already here, I was thinking I could sign on as the Courageous 2's official photographer. I'm sure Rex can handle all the on-land coverage just fine on his own. What do you think? Great! That settles it. Happy to be aboard.
Sure, good to have you.
Looks like things were about to get a lot more hectic around here. Alright, and none of them want to face off against us, but we can buy stuff from Lynn.
Looking for medicine?
Whoa, we definitely do desperately need more battle scopes.
Come again anytime.
Alright. And, alright, we still have the other half of this ship, other half of the floor to check out. Let's start in here. Oh, okay, we got Jingo. And Rex is here! Oh, you're here. Is that Rean I see? Hey there, Becky. Been a while, hasn't it? Becky.
It's been a wee while, but the time's finally come. Say hello to the Becky Association's Courageous branch. Looking forward to your patronage, troops.
Don't be silly. We're the ones who should be thanking you. Seeing her over the counter like that really does scream courageous, though, doesn't it? It's like the Civil War all over again. All she's missing is Hugo rivaling it up beside her. Looks like he's off Dan whatever he wants to now as per. I'll have to prove to him that his way of Dan things just isn't right. But business isn't just about the profits. You've got to have empathy for the customers too. Well, it's good to see the Becky brand enthusiasm's never low on stock at least. By the by, I plan on heading down from the ship soon after this. You can bet I won't spare any effort helping you guys out. We'll swap info again next time we meet, so make sure you come and find me. Besides, you wouldn't want to miss out on these spicy new glamour shots I'm putting together, would ya? I think I could stand to miss a few of them, actually. Let's just say we'll do our best and leave it at that. Alright, but Becky should have the good stuff.
He's a shout and I'll get you what you need.
Oh, there we go. Just about doubled our cash. Alright, soft donut cushion. Thors armband. We can buy 99 of those, but how many characters do we have? Well, we only actually need 4. The Chosen One, Part 3. Ooh, we can buy Sorcerer and Swordsman. Cool. Wait, raises attack for each enemy slain. That might be even better than what we've currently got. The Swordsman might be worth looking into.
Hope to see ya again.
Alright. We already knew she would have the good stuff. Hey guys! Welcome to the esteemed courageous branch of Nine Volley. Don't leave empty-handed. I rubbed my eyes in disbelief when I saw your shop sign. How'd you end up setting up shop on board? The Blondie reached out to me. I was downright floored when he hit me up talking about taking care of personal armaments. Yeah, considering the last major interaction they had, she was kicking him off a roof. But I could give two shits whether he's a ghost or not. As long as his mirror is corporeal, we're set. I got to see some cool stuff here, so I decided to stick around for a while. Ever the shrewd businesswoman, I see. We're fighting against something on a whole different level than ever before. It's going to be very risky. Having a weapon merchant right on our ship will definitely come in handy. Ha! I got you covered, pal.
I got some good stuff.
3 and 9. Globby Fat, Emma's alt color hat.
Come on, I got some good stuff.
Alright, there's nothing else we can make here. We can make a blue emblem. We need more U material to be able to make a still blue. We can make a Tamamo gem, though. Strength plus 80 and a 25% chance to charm enemies. Sure. Let's murder our U material amount.
Want to buy something?
General's coat. Whoa. General's gear. Yai Zakura. Alright. The weapons are more important than anything. Atomic hammer. Gonna have to be pretty careful about who we buy stuff for. Kurt definitely is being left out in the cold. Enjoy use. Alright,
Come on, buy some more.
let me take a look and see. Well, I guess we'll keep Celine on hand. Wait. Celine cannot be set as the character you play as. Oh, because we don't, like, okay, I get it. Wait, what? Okay. But Celine specifically cannot, huh? Alright, well. Alright, so it's... Well, they said it's a Class 7 affair, but... Well, Crow is in Class 7. Rean cannot be removed from the party. Oh, duh. If we're dropping anyone... Whoa. Definitely dropping you. Let's bring Crow back in. Whoa, Musei's level 111. Alright. But
Wanna buy
let's
something?
shop for Crow as well. Fulmoria. Alright. And we can get one more item for somebody.
Come on, buy some more.
Alright. So this is the cafeteria. Alright. Oh, hey, Instructor Rean. Hello. Hey, you two. Taking a little break? Hells yeah. I like this place almost as much as the Dareflinger. We took a look around the other decks, but it's still hard to get a good grasp of all the facilities on board. Every facility is state-of-the-art, but they don't have a pool. I think that might be asking for too much. They got great baths, though. Maybe you can make do with them for now. I mean, they're gonna have to. Oh! So they did come with after all! Well, here's something you don't see every day. I didn't realize you two would come aboard the Courageous 2 as well. As escorts for Major Michael, yes, though we plan on returning to the service before long. That said, I never could have imagined we'd end up having to face His Highness so quickly. But at the same time, we've been well prepared to do so. This is as good an opportunity as we could have expected. That does make sense. So, what's the situation with the Dareflinger then? Yeah, did the Imperial Defense Force and RMP end up chasing it down? It would appear the Imperial Defense Force doesn't deem us worthy of wasting their time. We've managed to keep the RMP in the dark as well, thanks to Major Michael. I think we'll all have a certain degree of freedom in our movements from here on out. Let's be sure to keep in touch, alright? Did you make sure to take down my Arcus number? I've already relayed it to the communications team if not. Yeah, you bet I did! Man, I'd be blowing your Arcus up non-stop if it weren't for this stupid war. Oh? Was there something specific you wanted to discuss? Nah, my main man here just wanted to hear your sweet, silky voice is all. Is that so? In that case, I respectfully decline. And bam. Shot right out of the gate. And I haven't even made an actual move yet! The more things change, the more they stay the same. For Sydney, at least. Poor Sydney. Maybe one of these days. Your name was Sydney, yes? So you're aware, I'm not fond of trifling, frivolous behavior. If it's not work-related, please refrain from using the Arcus 2 to contact me in the future. Honestly, I feel like the whole war thing's gonna have you covered on that front. Hi Maya, haven't you had breakfast yet? Of course I have, but... It's all on me, Instructor! This kitchen is just so fun to use! I roped Maya into being a taste tester for the new dish I'm working on. I was happy to help, really. Even right after a large meal, I can always make room for something different. Whoa, that's pretty impressive. And then you can shop with.
Did you need something?
We're not particularly low on anything.
See you again.
The new trial dishes are coming along swimmingly thanks to Maya. And it looks like Freddy's also getting pretty creative. I gotta bring my best stuff to the table here. And, okay, there's Celine hanging out by her lonesome in a dark corner. So this is where you've been. How's the milk on the Courageous 2? How's that? It doesn't matter where I drink it. Milk is milk. I just thought I should go into the trial on a full stomach. That's not a bad idea. But shouldn't you be in human form? I can be in whatever form I want, thank you. Besides, in my human form, this amount of milk would hardly fill me up now, would it? Alright, you've made your point. Alright. And then, I'm fairly certain, yeah. That's everybody all nice and checked out on here. So last things last is floor the first. Alright. I know Mint is down here, but I guess Olivier and Sherazard already got off. I was really hoping to speak with them. This floor contains the hold in the workshop. We'll be spending a lot of time here. About 1F, Workshop Shiphold Sector. The first floor contains the workshop and shiphold sector and is the largest area on the ship. Orbment adjustments are carried out at the workshop and EX orbs are made in the hold. Alright, so this is probably just going to be one big old spread. Yeah. Oh. Well, there's Lake Lord, but... And Ferris, too. She's probably going to get off as well. Oh, Rean. Just making sure the ship's equipment is all in order? Yeah, and getting ready to head to the Luna Shrine. Gwen, I know I've said this before, but great work on the Courageous 2 operations. And Ferris, it sounds like you, Patrick, and the others helped quite a bit.
Well, only a little.
And I was just acting as representative for our sponsors. Handling Schmidt's unreasonable demands is exhausting work.
Right. I'm just glad you two made it through okay. And I guess my mother and Sharon are safe too. Elisa...
That stupid daughter of mine. And going so far as to involve Schmidt. Also, Franz is completely... I mean, what the hell was with him? Forget it. I'm sorry, Elisa.
No, it's okay, Grandfather. I've also prepared myself for the worst for some time now. He's almost like a different person, even though he looks just like Father. But I'm prepared to face him.
You know, you've really gotten a lot stronger, Elisa.
Yes, it seems like you've really been making strides alongside Rean and the others from Class 7.
Hold on a minute, Ferris. Wouldn't it be more accurate to say alongside Rean and just end it there? It would not be.
Oh my, yes, that does sound better.
Huh? Elisa? Hey, Ferris. What is this about? Yeah, she's already confessed to us by this point.
I don't really know the particulars, but I think someone might be in denial about something. I'm guessing it's Elisa. Grandfather, Ferris, can both of you please stop with the speculation?
All right. Anyway, so it looks like you'll be on the ship for the time being, Gwen, but Ferris, you said that you'll be heading down?
Yes, I'm going back to Ordis. I need to speak with my brother about something. We're nearing final act, so I'd like to give my best to Governor Regnitz as well. Okay, I'd be happy to help out any way I can. You would do well to accomplish what you must first.
Where's Gwen going?
Together with Rean and those from Class 7. I trust that's one thing you won't waver on, yes? Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Ferris. Let's both do our best. And let's show some pride as former members of Thors Lacrosse Club. You got it.
That's true friendship. Right. I'm glad she's got such a good friend. What about you, Rean? How are things with you and Elisa right now? Dude, we're excellent friends. The thing is...
Grandfather?
Oh, we got Ferris's note. Okay, that's the ship. The store by them is just the vending machine. Oh, Rean. Elliot and Mint and Kenneth? Mint.
Sup, Rean? Glad to see you're doing okay. But I knew there was nothing to worry about. You guys are pretty much invincible.
That we are. Kenneth Lakelord.
I'll have to agree with you there. By the way, Rean, are you still keeping up with your fishing? I've been hearing about guardians appearing all over the place.
God dang, Kenneth's voice is deep. Why Jameson Price?
Well,
maybe I'll have you fill me in then. But I know that Mint helped the branch campus. You helped with the Courageous too, right, Kenneth? Well, I did travel around Oliveira Bonia while investigating fish ecosystems. I guess I did help in that I shared the information I was able to acquire with His Highness and everyone. I see. That sounds just like you. Thors really does produce all types of people, doesn't it?
For sure. The occasional musical prodigy, even. Well, prodigy might be going a bit far. It seems like you really improved your technical skills while at Liberl, Mint.
And you were involved in the construction of the Courageous too.
Well, I was allowed to join in on some already finished equipment, you could say. Professor Russell experiences extreme tunnel vision when focusing on research. But he wasn't overly strict when it came to minor mistakes. Working for him was pretty easy in that sense, just like with Professor Schmidt.
Wait. I think you might be the only person who'd say that working under Professor Schmidt is easy.
Mint's a pretty big deal too.
Oh, okay. Yep. Tita and Elisa's versions. Alright, so we can investigate him, and I'm assuming, yeah, Ordine? Ordine, how are you finding the Courageous too? I couldn't ask for more. Understand that always being in flight means I consume a significant amount of mana. The Meisters are excellent as well. I'm grateful to be able to rest in such a calm and relaxing place. That's great. Still, I may ask you to lend us a hand again in the future. Let's make it through the rivalries together. By all means.
Alright, Ordine's a pretty cool dude.
Valimar remains still and empty. Valimar, Millium. We finally reached a place where everyone can let their guard down for a bit. We made it through without incident. All that's left now is to see this rivalry through to the end. There's the trial before that too. Failure is not an option. Thanks for your help, guys.
I think... Okay, there are two more people back there. Okay, and Peyton, who I think Peyton might just be that rando who showed up a bit, showed up more than a little bit.
Working with Professor Schmidt has done wonders for your skills, Tita.
I'm glad to hear the Orbital Gear 3 units are testing well so far. Thanks, I'm really excited about it too.
Oh, hey, you were an engineer on the original Courageous, right?
I'm amazed you remember me. This is actually the third Arsail class airship I've worked on. I've been there right since the beginning. But this one is packed full of the most advanced technology RF, the Foundation, and ZCF have to offer. It might well be my masterpiece. I only hope it proves worthy of what you and His Highness are trying to accomplish.
Believe me, this has already helped us more than you know. Between you, Tita, and everyone else, ZCF has done a heck of a lot for us.
Well, it never hurts to have a good working relationship with the likes of the Prince. Now that the handover is complete, most of the ZCF staff are going to be leaving the ship next time we land. But that means I'm entrusting my masterwork to you, Tita. Do me proud. Got it! I won't let you down!
Thanks again for everything.
I'll help!
Alright. No new... Oh, the Oberon! Alright, we definitely do want Oberon, so that means we gotta sell... We can sell our old stuff, yeah. Killer Raven and Blazer Brick. You're ours now. We can get the yellow color, green color, Elisa, Sarah, Elise. Alright.
Come back soon. Yes!
Okay, we don't have enough to make to strengthen anything. Alright, that sucks.
Come back soon. Yes!
But we already knew what we were getting into. Guest characters slots can't be upgraded. Okay. Dang. Still can't do his, huh? Alright, we're gonna have to hold out because we definitely can't have Ash lagging behind that much. Any of these that are interesting? Not really.
more action 3s, but we've already got 6 of those.
Yes. Come back
Right.
soon.
But that is officially everyone. Yeah. Rear deck, no one was out there. Well, I guess let's go back to the bridge. To all passengers, we will soon be concluding our orientation flight and chartering a course to the Luna Shrine. We'll be landing on Lake Gala in 30 minutes. Huh, good timing. I'm done here. I'll just double check that I'm ready and then head to the bridge. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, call it a part here, and then we're gonna head down to Lake Gala. That's all gonna be next time though, so definitely join me then for more The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. Bye for now, guys.